character and savvy did you guys have to show to win these last two games, to beat the defending champions, to come back after that Game 5 disappointment?
We had to respond. 2 games where our season was on the line, and we didn't want it to be over. We didn't overcome all the stuff that we did earlier in the season for this to be it. We felt like those were games that we should have won. We probably gave them 2 games. So today we wanted to come out and, at the end of the day, on our home floor, we wanted to come out and leave it all out there. And I think that's what we did.
Jaylen, if I would have told you, a couple days ago, a couple weeks ago, that you'd be in a Game 7 in TD Garden and Grant Williams would have 18 three-point attempts, what would be your thought about that?
I would have called you a liar, for sure. Hey, man, yeah, that's what they were giving us. Like, it was almost like they were using that defender to just stop me and Jason from getting to what we wanted. So we had to keep making the pass, and he was wide open. And we trust all our guys. Grant is a good shooter. And he came through, man. He got him up. We call him Grant Curry now.
What do you feel the moment meant for him, for your team? He has a lot of energy, big energy player, and it seemed like he really embraced that stage.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. We a team. We win as a team and we lose as a team. I know, like, the storylines and stuff like that make it, like if it's a one-on-one matchup or a two-on-two matchup, we got to come out and just play Celtic basketball and win in any type of way we can. During this series, we showed our versatility that we can win in a multitude of ways. Al Horford had a great game. Grant Williams had a great game tonight. And that's what it takes, a full team effort on defense and offense. So it's great Celtic basketball right there.
Jaylen, you hadn't played a ton of minutes with the lineup that closed the third quarter with you, Marcus, Derek, Al, and Grant. What do you just remember about that stretch without Jason when you guys were able to build the lead going into the fourth quarter?
We wanted to take advantage of the mismatches. They wanted me to get the ball and take advantage of the drop coverage that they were in, or get the switch with Bobby Portis. Milwaukee did a good job. I feel like I got some good looks and got my team some good looks. But obviously we could have been better in that stretch. But defensively, I think that's what held our ground. I think we got some big stops in the fourth quarter. In that third quarter stretch, we got a lot of big stops that helped us maintain the lead and actually push it out a little bit. But we also had some big plays from Derek White, Smart, etc. I got to be better in those moments, though, and I look forward to that challenge.
And then as you look ahead to Miami, what carryover besides a lot of the personnel is the same from your series with them 2 years ago?
Tough team full of dogs. Guys is not going to give up. Guys is not going to give you anything, not an inch. So we got to go out and play with poise, play with the same mindset to fight, because I expect nothing less than a great battle.
Jaylen, you guys, the way things played out in the regular season, you were able to get home court advantage, and it paid off in this Game 7. How important was that to you guys, and what was the crowd like today from start to finish for you guys?
Super important that we played a Game 7 on our home floor. I think our crowd, our energy, definitely we fed off that tonight. Especially when you have guys like Peyton and Grant who get into the game and feed off the energy of the crowd. Is different if you're in a different arena. So having home court was huge for us. I'm glad we made the decisions we did down the line, and going forward we just got to continue to play basketball, continue to be aggressive, and looking forward to each individual challenge that we all going to be presented with. And I think ultimately we'll be fine.
Jaylen, you and Grant had a little exchange in the middle of the second quarter where he wanted him to shoot and he didn't, and then the play kind of broke down. You guys called timeout. What did you say to him that moment, and then that turned into a 3 for him after?
I told him he has to shoot it. Like, I know, like, that's what they want, but it's a wide open shot. He's a good shooter. And the way they were guarding us, they were taking away, some of the things that, are my advantages when I'm driving to the paint, trying to be aggressive. So if they're off that far, either you got to shoot it or you got to go into another action right away. But preferably, if Brook Lopez is going to be in the paint, you got to knock that shot down. That's the right shot. Step up. I believe in you. Grant Curry, come on, knock it down.
Jaylen, fourth time in 6 years for you that you're going to be heading to the conference finals. You've got multiple guys on the team who have been included in that run. Why do you, and I know those first three hurt, but why do you believe that this is the team that's going to get over the hump in this next series?
This is the group I feel like is poised enough to get it done. I feel like everything that we've overcome, all these battles and challenges and adversity that we've been through this season, as well as the challenge that we just had overcoming the defending champs. I think that we are prepared. I think that we're ready to take that next step. We just got to go out and take it. I know Miami is a team that's waiting for us. They're not going to back down. They're not going to give up, and neither are we. So I'm looking forward to it.
Jaylen, you came in from that Brooklyn series, and game one was kind of that smack in the face, a little bit something different, unexpected. Now you're going into Miami. What do you take? What do you take from this series that prepares you for that first hit from them in game one?
We just can't be surprised. We got to expect the same level of physicality, if not more. Milwaukee, I think, did a great job of preparing us for Miami, because Milwaukee is a super physical team on offense and defense. Like Drew Holiday, Giannis, Wes Matthews, all of those, Brook Lopez, all of those guys are extremely physical. So I think just maintaining that same mindset and going into the next series that is going to be physical, and we can't be afraid to take on that challenge and can't shy away from it. I think Milwaukee did a good job of preparing us for what's next.
Final two questions. First one, Abby.
Final two? I'm kidding. First of all, Jaylen, how big was Ime in this series for you guys in his first year as a head coach, as far as keeping your minds right, and then also all of the adjustments he was making throughout?
Fantastic. For a first-year coach, it's almost, I feel like it's unheard of. His level of poise, his level of confidence never changed. Even when we were down, 2-1, or when we were down 3-2, you could tell in the look in his eyes that we were going to win this series. We just needed to handle our business, and sometimes you can get in those moments and go away from everything, or start to make over adjustments. And he didn't. We maintained our poise, we maintained our head, kept our confidence, and found a way to win the series.
And then, like you said, this was a very physical series. Just how banged up are you guys? And with this short turnaround, how much do you have left?
It's all mental. So, at this point in the year, everybody dealing with everything. So we didn't came this far, and we still got a long journey ahead. So whatever you got to do, get your mind right, get your body right, and get ready to go. And it's really no excuses.
Looked like you had a chat with Giannis after the game. Just what does it take to compete against that dude for 7 games? And what do you how do you view him after that?
Yeah, Giannis is, best player in the world. You can see why a lot of people say that. I think that he's just relentless in his approach. He is aggressive all the time, and he's just not going to be denied. And that was tough for us, this series. His level of physicality, challenged us all, and to be disciplined, to match his aggressiveness, and it was incredible the way he was able to do with his team. They're scoring 90, 100 points, and Giannis got 40 of them in multiple games. That shit is crazy. Giannis is a great player, and he knows that. And we give respect, credit where credit is due.